Okay guys, I'm going to do a service on a RTV. It's the same sort of setup as BF Falcon's BA. Same sort of thing, barrier up the front, 4-speed auto transmission. You're going to need a pan. It's starting to rain here a little bit. 10mm socket to get the pan off, and 16mm to undo the filler plug on the side. Those are your two tools you'll need, and you'll need a kit, new filter kit, which I have, to do the job properly. I'm putting in totally synthetic oil this time, which is a better thing to do, of course. So we'll continue. So underneath, we have the filler plug up here, as you can see. I hope you can see it. I've explained this before. There it is there. I had a totally stripped one, like many people. Tried everything I could on it, you know, adjustable spanners, grips, different, and bought one of those multi-grip sort of spanners. Nothing worked. So in the end, if you can't get it off, hammer and chisel, that's what they do. 3 minutes and bang, 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 and it's off. So get a new one. So the best way to do this, as I've shown before and I'll show it again, come over the cross member with your 16mm ringy, and you've got to get it on flat, because people try and do it this way. That's how they strip it, because this sticks out. Let me show you, oh, you can see what I'm saying. This sticks out further than this, so you're on an angle and it slips off the nut and strips the bastard. So if you come in over the cross member and you get a flat, you can put it on flat then, get a nice flat. I'm trying to do two things at once. Look at the, yeah, here we are. I'm looking for the I want it that way so it's flat. Yeah, so there, we got it on there, see, flat. It's nice and flat on the nut, and you pull down to undo it. Down is anti-clockwise, that'll undo it. You'll never strip it then. Unless you can buy an offset ringy, which has got the angle in it, and you could probably do it from this side, but you've got to have an offset ring spanner to do it without going over the cross member to make sure you don't strip this bloody filler nut. Okay, we'll come back. So there's our pan. We've got a 10mm socket. Starting to leak already. Socket, and start undoing all your nuts all the way around the pan, and to take the actual pan off. So that's where we're at. So I'll go around and do all of these and take the pan off, and we'll come back. Okay guys, I've done the front ones undone and the two in the side ones undone. I've only got the 3 in the back now, so I'm letting it drain a bit. You'll get oil on you no matter what you do doing this at home, because you don't have the big setup in the garage where they have the catch pan on a big stick, big, what do you call that? Stand, that's the word. They have the catch pan on a big stand underneath, and it's you're standing up. Laying down it's harder, so have a couple of decent rags. You're going to need them. So I'm just letting that drain a fair bit as I go, so I just don't get a whoomp of oil coming down when I take that pan off, and then half of it ends up on the ground, half of it ends up on me, because that's what happens. So I'll let that drain a bit first, and we'll come back. Okay, the pan is off, and we can see the filter there. So we're just going to let that drain out for a while and inspect the pan and clean the actual pan up, ready for reinstallation. So that's where we're at now. It's a messy job, but you know, if you want to do it yourself, there's not much other way of doing it unless you've got a really good garage setup. But anyway, let's look at the pan. Okay, so this is the pan. I'm able to, I'm outside so I can get a better work with the camera. The gasket is not broken or anything, and the pan looks very clean actually. I don't see anything very troubling in there. That's just a messy build-up. There's no metal in filings or in the magnet. I can feel a tiny little bit of grit underneath. Tiny. I don't know whether that's just dirt or there's nothing shining there. Nothing shining in that. And that must be the real shit because it's black. So definitely nothing gritty on top. I felt a little bit of grit in there, just feel it with my fingers, but I don't see anything shiny. Well, there's a, hang on, there's a tiny little bit there, I think. Now we can see that on my finger. I can see one speck that looks a bit silver. But it's done 60,000, so it's right on the end of its course to be changed. What was happening with this gearbox, it started to slip out of gear when I pulled up at the, you know, stop sign or something and the lights. And I was talked to the auto guys and they said because of the age of the car, your seals are dried out, and they quoted me 3,000 something to rebuild the box. I did a lot of research and found an additive which I'm not going to disclose, or I will disclose in this video. I haven't worked that out because I'm not, they don't, you know, they don't pay me to sell it, but it was magic. I added that additive and it rejuvenated the seals, and I've done now another 60,000 K on this box and it hasn't slipped out of gear again. So that saved me $3,000, that little bottle of additive. So I'll disclose that in this video, but whether I show the public is another thing, because I said, you know, I'm not here to advertise their thing, but if it helps some guys out, I will do it. And I've got to clean this pan up. Right, the filter clip on one side goes up into that position up there, up in here. Let's take a nice cross like that to the other side. At the back, it goes up in there. Is that U area? Where are you? Up into that U sort of cavity there. Here's our pan all cleaned up, nicely clean. The magnet's been all cleaned up in its proper position there. So we're going to get the gasket out and fit it, so make sure it's a nice snug fit. Here's our kit. Comes with one new gasket, one new filter, and supply a little O-ring for the fillet plug down here as well. But there's instructions underneath, so we'll just check with them as well. Hang on. Get it in focus, kid. There we are. Okay, we're going to clean up this a bit because it's still going on. We don't have to clean this too much, but we're more interested in cleaning some of the other bits and pieces. Solenoids we won't touch. Got to be very careful that you don't damage anything, so you just sort of pat dry. And then we can get into this side of it here. you can see it cleans up quite nice. A rag got dipped, typical, isn't it? Okay, so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to clean all the outside and get ready to take this filter off. So I'm going to put the camera down so I can do that properly. So we're going to take this filter off, the clip on up here and the clip on the other side. I'm going to use, where are they? I'm going to use pointy nose pliers, so I'm going to put this down and do it, because I haven't got 3 hands, sadly. We've got the new filter on, as you can see, so we're now at the stage to put the filter, the pan back on. That's where we're at now. Hard doing videoing. As you can see, we've got our pan gasket back on, or the new one I should say, not back on, the new brand new one. It's sitting there very nicely actually. I didn't have to, it just fell right into place, so I'm very happy with that. Sometimes you're pushing them in, you know, and it pops out up there, and so they can get it back on fairly easily. Right, we have the pan all back on, all secured, all tightened up all round. Try and do them opposite to each other as you tighten them. One corner to the opposite corner, one corner to the opposite corner, and backwards and forwards to left and right. There's 2 over this side, but yeah, go across so you get an even tightness right around when you tighten it up. Next is putting the oil in. Alright guys, as you can see, she's full, stripping down. That's what you wait for. Obviously you can see that, so we wait for it to stop dripping out. I've used the pump here, as you can see. Pump set up. I'll show you that when I get out, but pan's back on obviously, you know, and just filling it up via a pump onto a litre bottle, because good old Repco, when the mob I bought the oil off, the pump didn't fit on top, so I had to just do it a litre at a time, paying you know what. So I'll wait for this to drain, they'll put our filler plug back in, and we should be set to go.